6 parenting differences between Spain and the US. 1. Bar hopping with kids. The Spanish have a laid-back attitude. Even when it comes to kids, it is okay for them to have a drink or two in front of their children. If you do that in the US, people will probably call CPS on you. But drinking is a big part of Spanish life. Spanish parents don't separate kids and adult activities. They go bar hopping and eat tapas in the early evening. They bring their kids along. Kids are also always welcome at weddings. They stay up late and are allowed to drink some wine too. 2. Children are more than welcome in public spaces. Some adults complain about kids being in public. Most people get annoyed at the sight of a baby in an airplane. They expect children to act like adults. That is completely unfamiliar to the vast majority of Spaniards. There are always children playing soccer in the street. They can get really loud, but no one minds. 3. Having fun during the working week. Spanish parents don't think work days are for work only. Americans tend to go straight home after work. Social events are for weekends and holidays. The Spanish go out all the time, Monday through Friday too. When the kids are done with school, parents bring them to playgrounds. Many Spanish playgrounds are attached to a little bar or a coffee shop. It's normal to have a glass of wine or a beer with other parents. Job burnout often leads to depression. It's the same with parental burnout. So the Spanish deal with their stress the traditional way. 4. Flexible sleeping schedule. The fun ends when it comes to putting kids in bed. Most families in the world have an early dinner around 6 or 7 p.m. If your kid is still awake past 8 p.m., you may be considered a bad parent. Spanish children seem to go to bed extremely late. Spain, and Madrid in particular, has a thriving late-night culture. Restaurants typically open their doors at 9 p.m., and most people don't show up to eat until closer to 10 p.m. Entire families often eat out that late. They can just bring the stroller, and their kid will fall asleep. On weekends and in summer, toddlers can be awake even at 2 a.m. Kids are allowed to sleep in on the weekends. Most commonly, they also get a nap during the day. Parents also rest during the hottest hours of the day in summer. 5. Families tend to live closer. In Spain, most people live close to their families. Grandma can invite the family over and make a stew every Sunday. Cousins, aunts, and uncles can show up to every birthday party. Siblings often live within minutes of walking. This way, the relatives are always up to date with each other's lives. Grandparents are very involved in parenting. In Spain, many children don't even attend daycare. 6. No physical punishment for kids. Until 2008, parents in Spain were allowed to smack their children. The civil code allows punishment to reasonably and moderately correct kids, but this practice was outlawed. Today, physically punishing a minor is a criminal act in Spain. No law in the US forbids a parent from spanking their kid.